Well, this ongoing trade war with the United States is once again in the spotlight.
It is thanks to a renewed tariff threat from President Donald Trump and has prompted a response from Ontario Premier Doug Ford during an address in Toronto today. CTV's Queen's Park Bureau Chief Siobhan Morris joins us live with the latest. Siobhan.
Well, the Premier is frustrated by these latest comments from the U.S. president, but he is laying out a plan to help deal with the threat over the next few years.
Speaking in downtown Toronto, the Premier focused on the man who lives in the White House.
He actually wants to destroy our economy. It's not just words, he wants to do it.
It's why Doug Ford's intent on breaking down interprovincial trade barriers, expediting development, and pushing a plan to balance the budget to the side.
There's a time to make sure that we balance, and there's times that we see that it might be a few $1 billion more to protect communities.
Hello, everybody.
Something in sharper focus after a fresh round of attacks from Donald Trump Wednesday.
We have a lot of everything that they sell us, but in particular cars.
A familiar line that grates on the Premier.
I feel like jumping through the television when I hear him say, we don't need Canada.
There are new threats of higher tariffs on a key industry for Ontario.
When I put tariffs on Canada, they're paying 25%, but that could go up in terms of cars.
A Trump pressure tactic to force more auto manufacturing south of the border.
You can't flick a switch on overnight and create a new auto plant.
Additional tariffs on vehicle parts are supposed to kick in May 3rd, but Ford says Ontario has no clarity on whether that will happen, how much those tariffs would be.
That's a scary part here. Not even his own people, I think, know what's going on until he wakes up in the morning and he tells them what's going on.
The Premier disappointed to see Trump return to another greatest hit.
I have to be honest, as a state, it works great.
2 steps forward and then 10 steps backwards again. But let's see what happens on the 28th. I think it'll bring certainty.
Hoping Monday's election will be the start of serious negotiations about a mutually beneficial trade deal. With questions about Pierre Poilievre's future as federal Conservative leader after the vote, Ford hinted again that his focus is Queen's Park, not Parliament Hill.
I'm proud to be the leader of the Progressive Conservative Party. That's what I like to.
As part of the tariff response, the province is asking the City of Toronto to consider a sole source deal to award the contract to build new Line 2 subway trains to a firm in Thunder Bay to keep those jobs in Ontario. Mayor Olivia Chow says she has to wait until the new federal government is chosen. Reporting live from Queen's Park, I'm Siobhan Morris. Michelle, back to you.